They went through a dark period. I mean, we saw demand soften in China and globally for EVs. Boom came off the rose. They missed deliveries in 1Q. But our whole call was adult in the room, Musk steps up, turns us around, cuts prices. Then the mojo returns. And that's what we saw yesterday. I mean, the 2Q deliveries handily beat Whisper and the Street. And Paul, I believe we're going to a historical period because Robotaxi Day, August 8th, we just raised price target to 300. I could argue FSD and autonomous. Tesla is the most
FSD
undervalued.
is
Full self-driving.
Full self-driving.
Tesla is the most undervalued AI play in the market.
Recently, Elon Musk made some statements that shocked the entire market, with the most notable of which his warnings to Bill Gates. The rivalry between them is nothing new, as they have clashed on various occasions before, to the point that Musk refused to support Gates's charitable work, according to a leaked exchange back in 2022, after finding out that Gates still had $500 million betting that Tesla stock would collapse. These leaked messages even showed Musk expecting Gates's annihilation if he doesn't stop betting against Tesla. Additionally, Elon said that he can't take Gates's philanthropy on climate change seriously when he has a massive short position against Tesla, the company doing the most to solve climate change. So, in today's video, we will dive deep into Musk's statements. Not only that, we'll also talk about whether investors should load up on Tesla stock or follow Bill Gates's lead and bet on it crashing. But first, if you want to keep up with Tesla's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates. Now, back to today's video.
For more reaction to Tesla's delivery numbers and the road ahead, let's bring in Tim Higgins. He's business columnist at the Wall Street Journal, also a CNBC contributor and author of Power Play, Tesla, Elon Musk, and the Bet of the Century. Also with us, George Gianarikas is an analyst at Canaccord Genuity. George, these numbers, delivery numbers, are better than you expected. Looks like some of those big inventory numbers are being worked down here, but there's still questions about demand and supply from the Chinese makers out there. So what keeps this stock moving in this positive direction?
Well, thanks for having me on. And we think the really important metric from a stock perspective is to watch year-over-year growth trends. If our numbers are right over the next couple of quarters and next couple of years, the year-over-year growth in earnings and non-GAAP earnings and revenue likely bottomed in the first quarter. And if you pay attention to what the stock's done, it probably bottomed in the first quarter. And what gives us a little bit of conviction that they probably will hit that 1.8 number and likely grow into next year is that they've promised to release new vehicles. We don't know what they'll look like towards the end of this year and into early next year. So that gives us some confidence and hope that they can continue that growth trajectory over the next several quarters.
Despite the personal nature of this quarrel between Musk and Gates, it can definitely have implications on Tesla stock and how investors perceive it, because Tesla stock was once one of the most shorted stocks in the market. This reflects the doubt regarding the value and growth potential that surrounds Musk's company. And Gates' impression of Tesla is a mere representation of this uncertainty. However, those betting against the EV giant have often faced notable losses. For instance, in April, short sellers lost $5.5 billion over the course of 5 days, right after Tesla's earnings, because the company promised to launch vehicle models with more competent and affordable prices. This wasn't the first incident where Tesla left the short sellers speechless, as the company has always managed to achieve colossal profits and stock market stability year after year, leaving many short sellers abandoning their position. But usually, Gates has defended his position, saying that shorting Tesla isn't a bet against neither the environment nor electric cars in general, because Tesla isn't their sole representative. He believes that his investment tactics don't have anything to do with his environmental goals and beliefs, making it clear that these bets are purely a business maneuver rather than a reflection of his stance on green technology. Elon Musk and Bill Gates' relationship holds very profound disagreements, whether on the business level or environmental aspect. Musk believes that his company is the institution that contributes the most to solving the world's climate crisis, while Gates still believes that his bets do not represent his pro-green advocacy. So, Should investors listen to Musk and load up on Tesla shares, or follow Gates' suit and short the stock? Let's find out. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Investocracy.
Phil, what would you add to that? What would be the next important data point to watch?
Well, it's the robotaxi. I mean, this is the one that everybody is keying in on because people want to know if there is truly going to be the level of detail that will give them confidence to say, you know what, this strategy makes sense. On paper, what Elon Musk has said, whether you go back to the last earnings call or previously, on paper, it makes 100% sense in terms of what he wants to do. But the reality is getting robotaxi up and running and truly having an impact in terms of saying, okay, we have a fleet out there and it's X 100,000 or, however many vehicles and seeing some trajectory. That's what people want to see. So August 8th is really what people are focusing on, Kelly, because if it's another case of, well, we think we're going to be able to get this, but we don't have a whole lot of specificity, I think it's going to be a disappointment.
Elon's ambitions for Tesla are definitely prominent, as he imagines the company's market cap to cross $30 trillion, running fleets of robo-taxis and humanoid robots. Musk stated on his platform X that once Tesla fully solves autonomy and has its humanoid robot Optimus in volume production, anyone still holding a short position will be obliterated, including Gates. Tesla has faced challenges in 2024. In the first quarter, Tesla's stock was the worst performer in the S&P 500, falling alongside a decline in sales. This poor performance comes as Tesla's Cybertruck failed to meet heightened expectations. As a result, Tesla has set aside its ambitious production target of increasing output from 1.8 million electric vehicles last year to 20 million by 2030. So with such stats, Musk's statements on X do actually seem very bold and indicates his optimism for the company's forthcoming mega projects. Owing to this, the company's numbers recently have been showing a significant improvement that can lead to a very bright future, taking into account that they're about to launch products that will change the future of tech forever. Therefore, Musk expects 2025 sales growth to be on a very different level, especially with the introduction of lower-cost vehicles, which will ease their entry into brand-new markets that weren't able to afford Tesla's products before. For example, Tesla is about to spearhead the vast Indian market with its new affordable EVs. This came as a result of the Indian government's decision to massively reduce the import duties on electric vehicles, which was one of the biggest factors stopping Tesla from entering India. So, what's coming up for Tesla? Let's find out. But first, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
Everything you just said is about automobiles. If we can all agree Toyota's the machine of the world in automobiles, to be charitable, it's trading at 10 times earnings. How do you buy Tesla? Forget about the disasters of America when the best run machine is running at 10 times earnings.
Yeah, I think Tom brings up probably the biggest debatable point in Tesla. I've always viewed Tesla as a disruptive tech company. Never viewed them as an auto company. And I think more and more the software piece, especially when it comes to FSD and autonomous, that is ultimately what's really going to distinguish them more and more going forward. The way that you get to evaluation, trillion, half, 2 trillion Tesla, it's not auto. It's that this is essentially an AI play. It's data driven, and the sum of the parts model starts to play out. That's why I believe this is marks a huge inflection point in the Tesla story. And I think August 8th, look, just like we talked about with Apple going to WWDC with Cook and the AI strategy, this will be a historical moment for the Tesla story.
Musk believes that this is just the beginning of another episode of pain for the short sellers, especially once Tesla achieves autonomy through its full self-driving innovation and ramps production of its Optimus humanoid robot. Things will get really bad for those who still continue to hold a position against the company. Moreover, with unveiling Robotaxi on the 8th of August, Tesla establishes itself as one of the world-leading companies in semi-autonomous driving technology. Furthermore, when it comes to autopilot and full self-driving technology, Tesla has already logged a significant number of miles, which helps improve their performance with each mile driven. Besides, Tesla shares have gone up by more than 10%, beating many estimates as they managed to deliver 4,043,956 vehicles in the second quarter, better than the 4,039,302 average Wall Street estimate. And in the past month, the stock went up by a staggering 30%, let alone the fact that over the 5 years alone, Tesla's stock has gone up by 1,300%. So with that being said, Musk's statement is neither a delusion nor an exaggeration, as Tesla is about to witness a marvelous level up once it fully achieves its goal of absolute autonomy. Therefore, Tesla stock is definitely a very good buy at the moment, as the company has a great potential of flourishing. But what do you think about Tesla stock? Is it a buy at the current price? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to tell us what your valuation for Tesla is. If you would like to know what companies like Tesla have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.